The beach, the ocean, the sun. This is Padre Island. I don't know what was more beautiful, the sunrise, the sunset. Maybe it was the moonrise, but it was definitely not Houston traffic.
I want to get away from this guy. He was uncharacteristic.
Welcome back to another episode of Eric's Camping Adventures. We're going to go on another search today looking for some beautiful places. After leaving the Indian Mounds Recreation Area in the Sabine National Forest, we headed back out onto the Forest Trail in East Texas. The Forest Trail leaves the southern pine coniferous biome and moves into the salty marshes of watery East Texas. We enjoyed the quiet two-lane ride from East Texas, but you know what was coming up, right? That's Houston. It's gonna get crazy. Not all the craziness was just the Houston traffic. You know, that was compounded by driving in an old Jeep that probably doesn't brake or accelerate like modern cars, so it made it a little bit more difficult. I was actually inattentive to something quite critical as we got into Houston traffic. We stopped for gas, made a quick lunch, and when we got back on the road, I forgot to check my emergency brake because sometimes the light does not come on. My rear drum brakes need a little bit of attention, but regardless, I got back onto the highway and ran highway speeds with my emergency brake on. Needless to say, my brake light came on from a secondary mechanism, and that's probably because I had boiled the brake fluid in the rear wheel cylinders, and I had a different type of brake problem now. Believe it or not, it made my brakes spongy, but I was still able to keep moving, and eventually the wheel cylinders cooled off. Michelle Googled on her phone what the result of that was, and it actually said it's not bad to boil brake fluid. You can get any humidity out of it, so I have no idea if it created any damage to the brakes or not. I did have a small squeak afterwards, and my emergency brake still worked. The brake light reset, and we just moved on. We made it through the Sunday evening Corpus Christi traffic, and finally, the National Seashore was in sight. The Padre Island National Seashore is run by the National Park Service, so all the rules that apply to the national park apply to the National Seashore. One of the best things, though, was it was $25 for a week to spend camping, dispersed camping along the seashore. It was awesome. Because of our late start this morning, we arrived after sunset, and it was a little bit of a scramble to set up, but we were able to catch something quite beautiful before we hit the sack. We got to see a moonrise over the water. It didn't do it any other nights, just tonight. I just haven't had any words to describe the beauty of waking up to a sunrise on the beach. It was a beautiful night and a beautiful morning. Come back next time. We are going to explore the Padre Island National Seashore in the Jeep. Let's go to the beach, they said. It'll be fun. Let's go to the beach, they said. It'll be fun. Actually, it was totally fun being at the beach. Cleaning the sand out is nothing. Even if it rusts from all the salt water. It'll be fun, they said. Let's go to the beach. Sand, salt, rust. It was a blast.